Knoxville, Tennessee, a place known for its rolling hills and southern charm. However, in the shadows, a different story unfolded. A story of jealousy, obsession, and a brutality that shocked even seasoned investigators. At the center was a young woman, barely an adult herself, Krista Gale Pike. Her name would forever be etched in the annals of true crime, synonymous with a darkness few could comprehend. Krista Pike was no ordinary killer. Her victim, Colleen Slemmer, was not just murdered, but subjected to an ordeal of unimaginable cruelty. The details, too gruesome to recount in full, painted a picture of a mind consumed by a chilling sadism. This wasn't just about taking a life, it was about inflicting pain, about asserting dominance in the most horrific way imaginable. The case sent shockwaves through the community and beyond. How could a young woman, barely out of her teens, commit such an act? What drove her to such depths of depravity? These questions haunted investigators and the public alike, leaving an indelible scar on the collective psyche. But the horrors didn't end there. From the confines of death row, Krista Pike's capacity for violence seemed undiminished. She would once again attempt to claim a life, proving that the monster within was far from subdued. January 12, 1995, a date forever seared into Knoxville's memory. Colleen Slemmer, a bright and bubbly young woman, disappeared. Her friends and family clung to hope, but their worst fears were soon realized. Colleen's body was found in a remote area near the University of Tennessee's agricultural campus. The discovery sent a chill down the spines of even the most hardened investigators. Colleen had been brutally beaten, tortured, and mutilated. A pentagram, a symbol of the occult, was carved into her chest. This was no crime of passion, it was a calculated and sadistic act. Suspicion quickly fell on Krista Pike and her boyfriend, Tad Siskovich. The trio were all students at the Job Corps, a government-funded vocational program. Jealousy, it seemed, was the motive. Krista, obsessed with the occult and fueled by a dangerous cocktail of mental instability and rage, believed Colleen was trying to steal Tad away. The evidence against Krista was overwhelming. Witnesses testified to her growing obsession with Colleen, her threats, and her fascination with the occult and Satanism. A crucial piece of evidence emerged, a piece of Colleen's skull, kept by Krista as a gruesome trophy. Convicted and sentenced to death, Krista Pike found herself on Tennessee's death row, the youngest woman to receive such a sentence. But even behind bars, the darkness within her refused to be contained. In a chilling echo of her past, Krista attempted to take another life. Her target was Patricia Jones, a fellow inmate at the Tennessee Prison for Women. Using a makeshift weapon, Krista attacked Patricia, slashing at her throat. The attack, though thwarted by prison guards, sent shockwaves through the justice system. It was a stark reminder that some criminals remain dangerous, even when stripped of their freedom. This act of violence reignited the debate about the death penalty and the capacity for rehabilitation. It raised uncomfortable questions about the nature of evil and the possibility of redemption. For many, Krista Pike became a symbol of the darkest impulses of humanity, a chilling reminder that monsters do exist. The brutality of Colleen Slemmer's murder left an indelible mark on the Knoxville community. Her family, friends, and even those who never knew her grappled with the senselessness of the crime. The trial and subsequent sentencing of Krista Pike brought some measure of justice, but it could never truly heal the wounds. Colleen's memory lived on, not in the shadow of her murder, but in the hearts of those who loved her. Her story became a tragic reminder of the fragility of life and the devastating consequences of unchecked rage and jealousy. The community rallied around her family, offering support and a shoulder to cry on. Krista Pike's death sentence sparked a national debate about capital punishment. Some viewed it as fitting retribution for her heinous crime, a necessary measure to protect society from a dangerous individual. Others questioned the morality of the death penalty, arguing that it reduced society to the level of the killer. On death row, Krista Pike became a subject of morbid fascination. Some saw her as a victim of her own troubled upbringing, a product of a broken home and a history of mental illness. Others saw only a cold-blooded killer, incapable of remorse or rehabilitation. Her case became a lightning rod for discussions about mental health, the criminal justice system, and the very nature of evil. It forced society to confront uncomfortable truths about the darkness that can lurk within the human heart. Krista Gale Pike's story is a chilling reminder of the capacity for evil that exists within us all. It is a story of unchecked rage, of jealousy taken to its most horrific extreme, and of the devastating consequences of violence. Her case continues to fascinate and horrify, serving as a cautionary tale about the importance of addressing mental health issues and the need for a just and compassionate criminal justice system. In the end, Krista Pike's legacy is one of pain, loss, and a haunting question that lingers. How can we prevent such tragedies from happening again?